All right, let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's definitely louder than... Hello guys, welcome to Red 50. Thank you for tuning into another video. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future video. So in today's video, we are going to learn how to make your S550 Mustang exhaust louder for free without modifying anything. Now this trick that I'm about to show you is going to work for the Mustang GT and the Mustang Ecoboost. It works a little bit better for the GTs because the stock exhaust is louder than what you get with the Ecoboost, but nonetheless you could try it on your Ecoboost too and just get a little bit more sound out of it compared to your stock exhaust. Now like I mentioned, this option is completely free to do that, so it's not going to cost you a single penny, and it's not really a modification, so you don't have to worry about your warranty and all this stuff. I know a lot of people who bought these cars brand new or still are under warranty. You don't really want to change much just in case if they have issues with the car. They won't have to go to the dealer and the dealer telling them, you know, since your car is modded, you can't have warranty work done. So a lot of people just don't want to deal with any of the modification, which I kind of get, but I will have a video on that with the warranty and modifying your car, so make sure you are subscribed for my channel. And in terms of the cost, like a lot of people have bought these cars and don't want to spend too much money right off the bat. Maybe you just got your car, you're looking for a little bit more exhaust noise, but you don't want to spend on an aftermarket exhaust just yet. So this is something that will hold you off, and maybe you are satisfied once you do this little trick into your car that, you know, this exhaust will be fine for you and you don't need to spend aftermarket exhaust money. Now I just want to be clear that this is not a mod or something you get on the cheap from your AutoZone or something. This is not one of those things. It's just one of the tricks that I recently discovered that I think is very beneficial for a lot of people to use. So as you know, Mustang is a two-door coupe with 4 seats, and we know that the Mustang back seats aren't all that to begin with. You can barely fit 2 adults there. Maybe if you have kids, it will work. I do have a video on that if you guys want to check that out. But aside from that, the back seats are pretty useless, and most of the time you're either driving by yourself or maybe one passenger in most cases. So what you can do, which will also make your exhaust louder, is fold down the back seats. Now, Mustang or Ford has done a very good job with this. 550 Mustangs, they've really improved on the insulation, and it just completely cuts out the noise. So if you have your windows up while you're driving, you're barely gonna hear any exhaust. But if you do that, you're gonna hear a lot more of your exhaust, and it may satisfy for most of you. So let's take a look at how to do that and what difference does it make. All right, here are the back seats of my 2019 Mustang GT. And as you can see, there's barely any room there. You can barely fit 2 adults in there, so why don't we make it a little bit better and use it towards our advantage? All right, so I've got my back seats folded, and as you can see, it gives you a trunk pass through. Obviously, for this to work very effectively, you want to make sure you don't have any of this junk in the trunk, because if you've got a trunk that's full of, you know, a lot of stuff, obviously when you're driving, braking, accelerating, this is going to fly all over. It's not really going to work. But if you've got a clean trunk to begin with, you can fold down the back seats, which allows for a little bit more exhaust noise, because as obviously the exhaust is on the rear of the car, and once you kind of let go of, or once you kind of fold these back seats, it provides you more sound inside the cabin. Now before we try that, I'm going to show you what it sounds like with the stock. Right now the seats are back up, so I'm going to rev it a little bit just to kind of get an idea. It's loud. Obviously I've got Corsa Extreme. It's loud, but it's not as loud what I feel like it can be. Alright, so I've got the car started now, and it's in track mode for the exhaust, because I do have active exhaust on my car. Now obviously, I actually have Corsa Extreme aftermarket exhaust on my car. It's going to be much louder than what you guys are used to with your stock setup, but I have tried this when I did have just the stock active exhaust and the cars with just stock exhaust without the active exhaust, so I know it works for a fact. So let's try it out to see how much of a difference it's going to make even with my modification. So I'm going to rev it a little bit. As you know, the seats are down. All right, let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's definitely louder than what you would get with the seats up, even though I thought my Corsa Extremes were pretty loud and could not get louder, just because it's pretty much the loudest setup you can get without going headers. But putting the back seats down, when you're inside the car with the windows up, it makes a huge difference. Okay, so now to really get you an idea, I'm going to be placing both of these sound clips side by side so you can really get an idea of how much different does it really make. First clip is going to be with the seats in the normal position, while the second clip is going to be seats folded down, which is our mod. Alright guys, I think it made a very decent difference in my opinion. I've done it with the stock exhaust as well, so I know it works on that. So I think it's a very cost effective, or I mean it's free. It's a good free trick to use to get your exhaust to be a little bit louder. Like I said, this is not a mod, so don't be expecting it's going to be suddenly very loud. This is not what this is for, because obviously if you want to do that, you're better off getting yourself an aftermarket exhaust. This is for someone who does not want to void the warranty, doesn't want to have to worry about it, keep the car stock, but still enjoy that Mustang V8 roar. Or if you got an Ecoboost, just hear a little bit more of the exhaust that Mustangs are known for. Now, like I said, this is completely free, doesn't void any warranty, and can be easily reversible. Obviously, if you carry a lot of passengers in your car, it's not going to work. But if you've got only two passengers or one passenger and yourself, I don't see why you can't do that. Just roll with your back seats folded and get a little bit more exhaust on your car. So yeah, I mean, this pretty much combats what Ford has done, which is, in my opinion, is a good thing to do to your cars, to just provide a lot more insulation, to avoid the road noise and all that stuff. But obviously Mustangs, we wanted it to be loud. That's what Mustangs are known for. So when Ford has done that, when you're rolling with the windows up, you can barely hear your exhaust. It's not going to make your exhaust louder outside, obviously. It's just letting more noise into the cabin for you to enjoy a little bit more of your Mustang sound. So I think Ford did a great job with the insulation, but obviously that's not what us Mustang owners really want. We want to be able to hear our car, and for that reason, I think it just works out pretty well, given that it's free and doesn't void the warranty. All right, guys. Well, that's about it for the free exhaust mod, trick, whatever you want to call it. I think it works very well. Let me know in the comments below if you are going to be trying this, and if you notice a big difference, or if you notice even a slight difference. Let me know what you're experiencing when you fold down the back seats and what the exhaust really sounds like. I'm kind of curious to see, especially for the Ecoboost owners, just to kind of see, because I know they tend to be quieter in stock form, so I'm kind of curious as to how this really impacts that. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button and comment, like I said, and subscribe to Red 50 for more videos.